Hey everybody, the Britical Saiyans here. I'm Jonah.
And I'm Matt.
And we got the blue reveals for Vermilion Bloodline.
Yeah. So yeah, the reason why we're doing it today is because we just couldn't do it yesterday. There was just no way it was happening. So a little bit late on the party, but it's alright.
Yeah, we're still doing it.
Yep. So we got Baby.
Yeah.
Now he's a blue, so he's been yellow, red, now blue. There's nothing else he's been, is there?
No.
No.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's only got to be green now, and then black, and
There we go.
and he's covered the spectrum then. But anyway, so blue Baby. Also, when you place this card in your leader area, activate one planet shuffle from your deck. So that'll be later on. And then also when he attacks, draws a card. So he's not restrictive on what he attacks. And when he flippity flip, he draws 2 cards at 4. Energy would be, well, 1/1.
Energy would be better considering the rest of the deck.
Yeah, I think that's probably why, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we flip over to Baby Spirit of the Tuffles. So it's got the Overlord. Yes, Overlord. Once per turn, just in case anybody's forgotten, you place one of your battle cards with Servant skill at the bottom of your deck and draw a card. It's got auto when he attacks, draws a card, same as the other side. But then he has a activate main once per turn. You look at up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 mono blue card with a counter skill among them. Yes, and one then to your hand. I don't know, is it meant to say add to your hand? There's a word missing. Skill among them to your hand. Add to your hand.
No, it still says add up to 1. So it does still make sense.
Yeah,
Don't
okay.
worry.
Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, then choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. So you gain a card but lose a card, but then you stack the bottom of your deck for your other skills that may call servants. This deck has calling servants on the bottom of the deck, doesn't it?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then, on to the next one.
Yeah, so we have Vegeta. So same as Baby, when he attacks, you draw a card. He has the auto once per turn. When you deal damage to your opponent by attacking with this card, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a mono blue card, you may place it in your energy and rest mode. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. So that's not too bad. And then his awaken is at 4 less, you draw a card.
What?
You just draw.
Just draw a card.
Yeah.
Pretty weak awakening, if you ask me, but
Yeah.
especially at 4 or less.
It's almost as bad as Bojack. That gains nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Ultimate Evolution. Oh my god, all this is auto once per turn.
I mean, there's a counter in there.
No, it's not.
It says counter in there. There's another keyword. Well, not a keyword, but another word in there.
So yeah, I'm just going to read them normally. I'm not going to say auto once per turn for all of them. So there's a price of all of them there once per turn. When it attacks, you draw a card. When your opponent activates a counter skill, you can switch them to active mode. And when you deal damage to your opponent by attacking with this card, look at the top card of your deck. It's mono blue, place it in energy and rest mode. Otherwise, put it back on top.
But your deck will be mono blue, basically.
Yeah, your deck will just be mono blue counters.
Yeah. On to our first unison. So this is SR. We got Baby the Unknown Parasite. Sure. It costs 3, 15 power, +2, activate main, draw a card, -5, activate main. This is very wordy. If your leader card is mono blue, choose up to 1 of your leader cards and it gains 15k power and double strike for a turn. Until the start of your next turn, you can activate mono blue cards with counter skills from your hand by choosing 2 other cards in your hand and discarding them instead of paying their energy costs.
That is going to be needed for both decks.
Yeah.
By far.
Oh god. What is with these wordy ones at the moment?
I don't know. Why are they doing this to us? So we got SS4 Son Goku, Protector of Earth. It's a cost 5 with 15k.
Yeah, I was checking the cost and I was like, wait, what? How much?
It's auto when this card is played. During your opponent's next turn, they can't attack with battle cards unless they choose one of their battle cards with an edge cost of 2 or more and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck.
So Topo.
Well, kinda. Like the Topo effect of like having to get rid of something before you can make the attack.
Yeah, during your opponent's turn, they can't attack with battle cards, and so it's the same thing. They have to get rid of one first.
Yeah, they have to pay the cost before they can like declare the attack, basically.
Yeah.
So he's got active main, -1, draw 2 cards, then choose 1 card in your hand and place it to the bottom of the deck. And then -2, active main, choose all of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and return them to their owner's hands. That's pretty good. The only downside I see to it is that you can't add markers unless you...
Oh no, what's it colour does that, doesn't it? There's red that can add markers to your unisons.
Yeah.
Is it red that does it? And green removes markers. Blue will probably, in the next set, you'll get add a marker to your blue unison.
Well, yeah, I think they all kind of need it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so we got... That was an SR, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Sun Gohan, Baby's Minion. 3 costs, 2 of it being blue, 15k power, counter attack, negate the attack and play this card. It has Servant, so it'll go... Well, it can't go to active mode during the next charge phase, but it gains 10k for that turn. But obviously you put it to the bottom of your deck anyway. Auto, when this card is played, your opponent can't attack for the turn unless they choose 1 card in their hand and place it at the bottom of the deck. This baby deck is just horrible. And that one's a counter attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got Sun Goten, Baby's Minion. So 3-drop 10k power, 2 the cost has to be blue. It's counter play. Play this card, then if the battle card being played has an edge cost of 4 less, it's placed at the bottom of the owner's deck instead of being played. And he has Servant. So.
Oh look, another counter play.
That's all it is just counter.
Bulma, Baby's Minion, 5k power, cost 2, counter play. If your leader card is a blue baby card, play this card, and then if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 1, it is returned to your owner's hand instead of being played, and it has Servant.
Then we got Buller, Baby's Minion. 2 costs 5k. Counter attack, you negate, and then play this card, and she has Servant. That's it.
Ooh, vanilla, 30k.
Oh my god. He should at least have counter written somewhere on him. Counter oob.
Counter oob. Oh, specify cost of 2. Alright.
So we have oob, Power of Hope. So 1-drop 4k. It has blocker. And the auto of, if you have a blue unison card in play, when this card is played, you draw 1.
So there's Blue's version of that.
Yeah.
Mr. Boo! 1 cost, 10k vanilla.
Friggin' Mr. Boo.
Oh, have fun.
So we got Baby Golden Avenger. It's 5 cost with 30k power.
All of it being 5.
All of it, yeah, all of it being like blue as well. Has unique and triple strike.
So many words.
Yeah. So he has counterplay. Play this card, then if the battle card being played and edge cost of 7 or less, it's returned to the owner's hand instead of being played. He also has counter, so you negate the counter and then play him.
Negate the counter.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then his auto is when this card is played, you draw 1, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. So
either window, it's just going to be like, I'm going to get rid of something and draw a card as well.
Go ahead and going up against Baby with Baby, and you're just like, counterplay, oh, counter your counter. And it's just 2 monkeys having an aggressive shout at each other.
Oh my god, another one. So we got Baby Saiyan Slayer, 4 cast, 3 of it being blue. 20k power, a lot more words. Double strike, counter attack, negate attack and play this card. Counter, play this card. Activate main once per turn. If your leader card is a blue baby card, you may look at the bottom card of your deck. If it is a mono blue battle card with counter skill and it has an energy cost, less than or equal to your current energy, other than a copy of his card, you may play it, otherwise return it to the bottom of the deck.
You can have a board that isn't about countering. You could just play a card.
Your servants, isn't it?
Yeah. So we got Baby Artificial Life Form. Say 4-drop 20k power for either being blue. Counter. If your leader is mono blue, switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode and play this card. And then auto is if your leader is a blue baby, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck.
Good job, doesn't ignore barrier.
Yeah.
So we got Baby Diabolical Parasite. So 3 cost, if it being blue, 19k power, awkward numbers again. Counterplay, play this card, switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode, and if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 4 or less, it is placed at the bottom of the owner's deck instead of being played, and it has the Overlord skill. Can we just get a picture of Meliodas and like with Baby next to him just countering everything?
Yeah, anyone who watches 7 Deadly Sins is just going to be like, I'm just going to name this deck full counter. Just like whatever cards you run there, counter play, counter skills, counter attacks. Do you run Sensu Bean? Does Sensu Bean have counter? No? Then no. It's counter or get lost. So we have Baby the Body Snatcher. Finally on the nose. It's 2-drop 10k, one of it being blue. Has counter attack. Negate the attack. Then switch up to one of your mono blue energy to active mode and play this card. And he has Overlord.
Oh my god, even this one I give up.
You all do.
I give up. Why? So you got Baby Successor of the Tuffle King. 1 cost, 4k power, counter attack, negate the attack and play this card. Auto, when this card is played, you may look at the bottom card of your deck. If it's a mono blue card with counter skill, oh yeah, because it won't be, you may add up to 1 card. May add it to your hand, and then if you've added a card from your to your hand, choose one card in your hand, place it at the bottom of your deck. Otherwise, return the card you looked at to the bottom of your deck. Blur words.
So you either play the card from the bottom of your deck or you don't.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's all it's saying.
Yeah.
So we have Dr. Mew, creator of the Machine Mutant. Say 1-drop 5k power. His auto is if your leader is a blue baby card, when this card is played, look up 3 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 mono blue card with a counter skill amongst your hand, then place the remaining at the bottom of your deck in any order.
He doesn't have counter himself though.
No, he just searches counters.
On to our next one. We got Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Energy Annihilator.
Yeah, because it kills all 7 of your energy.
Well, yeah, because he costs 7. All of it being blue. Wow. 30k power. Unique blocker. Also, when this card is played, your opponent places 1 of their energy at the bottom of the deck. Ouch. Auto, at the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode, then your opponent chooses 1 of their battle cards and 1 of their energy and places it at the bottom of the owner's deck in any order. I mean, you have to get to 7 energy in order to play this card. At which point, it's just not going to come into play.
Well, if you're playing the Vegeta version, it's a lot easier because obviously he can ramp.
Yeah.
I mean, it comes with rest mode, but then next turn you have an extra energy, so.
It's a very painful card if it does come into play.
Oh yeah, like once you get it out, it's going to be annoying to get rid of. So we have SS3 Son Goku Overflowing Spirit. It's a 2-drop 15k, and it's got counter attack.
But it's not baby. It's not got baby associated. Why has it got counter attack?
Because it's blue. If your leader is mono blue, negate the attack, and choose up to 1 of your blue unison cards in your unison, or drop it and return it to your hand, then play this card. That's really good.
Yeah, it is, because you could save 1 of your unisons from dying if it's close to death.
Or just get 1 out of the drop.
Or
Which is a major issue.
Yeah.
You have no way of getting them back once they're gone.
Yeah. That's very, very good. I mean, costing 2 is fine, because of Planet Tuffle, which is going to reduce the cost.
Yeah.
It's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we got Son Goku Shadow Dragon Suppressor. This super combo, 15k. Yeah, it's got 15k power. If your leader card is blue, and your life is at 4 or less. When it's using combo, draw a card. So it's the old style super combos, not the one drawing 2 goes to the bottom, but it has 15k power, like every other one only has 10k power.
Yeah, but other than that, it's just generic.
Yeah, so that's the generic super combos are now having 15k power. Which is interesting.
Yeah, makes it more useful. So we have SS4 Vegeta, Rise of the Super Warrior. Say 6 cost for 30k power.
All of it being 6.
Yeah, all of it being blue.
All of it being blue, 6. Ooh. Which makes sense, it's fine.
Yeah. It's got blocker. Also, if your leader is mono blue, when this card is played, look up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 4 mono blue cards among them to your hand, then place any number of the remaining mono blue cards in your energy, and place any other remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order.
I was like, what?
So you look at 4 cards from the top of your deck.
Yeah.
You look at how many of them are blue.
Yeah.
And you can either put them in your energy or at the bottom of your deck.
Right, okay.
So, oh no, you add, so like you look at the top 4, add up to 4 mono blues from to your hand, and then you place them either bottom of deck or energy. Which, like, I don't know why you'd add them to your hand, and then, but I guess it means you can pick a card that's in your hands that you want in the energy. But
well, no, it says place a number of the remaining, so you have to pick one of those 4 cards. It has to be those 4 cards that you.
So why you even put them in the hand?
I don't know.
And then at the end of your turn, you switch them to active mode because he's blocker. So
yeah. We got Vegeta ready to rumble. 4 cost over being blue, 20k power, blocker, counter attack, negate the attack and play this card. When this card is played, your opponent can't attack for a turn unless they place one of their energy in your drop area. That's just going to go in every blue deck.
I feel like a lot of this stuff is just going to go in blue decks.
So blue deck has become yellow. Because yellow, back in the day, was all about the counters.
Yeah, yellow's been about control, but now blue's getting it. Especially with all this stuff, you could run a lot of it just in a blue deck regardless. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's a counterplay that I can
some
put
of it may be restrictive, but the majority is just blue leader.
Yeah, well, the baby restriction sides are like their autos, but you could still be like, oh, well, it's a body on the board instead of a counter. Well, it's both. But yeah, we got Vegeta Disciplined Warrior. He's the new style super combo, so if your lead's blue and at 4 or less, and all of your energy is blue, you can combo it, give it 10k power, well, give it 10k combo power, put a card from your hand to the bottom deck, and then draw 2.
I like those.
Yeah.
I really do like those super combos. Very nice. So you got Bulma, Wife of the Prince. Ooh. 1 cost, 1k power, auto. When this card is played, activate 1 super Blutz Wave generator from your deck and then shuffle your deck. Okay. So you get the field from the deck.
And then we have Gotenks Return of the Reaper of Justice. So it's a 3-drop 19k power. Has unique and active battle. If your leader is a mono blue Saiyan card and you have a blue unison card in play, play this card from your hand in rest mode.
That's fine. Gives you a 19k body on the board. It's awkward to get round because it's 19k, so the likelihood is going to live. Okay, so we're on to the extra cards. Super Blutz Wave, Super Blutz Wave Generator, bleh. So 1 cost, field, auto. When you activate this card, you get to draw a card. Activate main once per turn. If your leader card is a blue for a GT card, only cards on. Okay, so it has to be on the front side. Place the top card of your deck under your leader card, and if there are 4 or more cards under it, place all those cards in the drop area. Add up to 2 cards from your life to your hand, then place up to 2 cards from your life into the drop area. What?
Well,
if you're being stalled and the opponent's not attacking your leader, that is absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's to help you awaken if you need it.
But you may as well just use self-awaken as aggressive.
Yeah, you may as well just use self-awaken in general, because all that does... Like, if it put cards from your life into your energy, it'd be worth it more, especially since the deck does use the high cost cards, so it's like it's a bit more ramp. But it's either you add life to your hand and then you put some in the drop. It's like, well, what's the point?
Because the fact that it has to have 4 cards underneath it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Like, it has to have 4 cards underneath for you to then lose and not do anything with them. Whilst, like, there's not even effects that, like, oh, take a card from under your leader and do this with it. They just go.
I just, like, you're going to be awakened before you get any use out of that, potentially. I mean, yes, turn 1 you can have it in play.
Yeah.
Draw a card, and then you get 1 underneath. But then you got to defend your life until you get the 4 cards underneath this to get the full effect out of this.
Yeah.
But again, why not just use Self Awakeners, because you're going to be taking life anyway.
It does kind of feel like it does feel like a useless card.
Unless there's something we're completely missing. It does seem pointless. There is probably something we're missing. I don't know. I've looked over these cards. I still can't see a use.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't see the point.
So we've got Plant Tuffle now. It's a 3 cost extra card. Has field. The permanent is if you lead it as a blue baby card and all of your energy is mono blue. When activating a counter skill of a mono blue card with an energy cost of 5 or less in your hand, reduce the energy cost of that card by 1. Which is really useful.
I'm just going to make so many of those counters nuts.
And then active main once per turn, add 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck.
So this baby deck is crazy.
Yeah.
Although this one doesn't have the permanent like some of the others do.
Where it can't be removed.
Yeah.
That is a good thing.
Yeah, it has to not have that permanent because this needs to be removed.
Yeah, you need to kill this off if you're up against it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they can play a new one. But I mean, like, there's going to be people going, yeah, but there's no point in you running more than 1 because your opponent's not going to get anything on the board to get rid of it.
Well, we say that.
Which is, like, you know, the whole point, isn't it? You're meant to be stopping your opponent from doing anything.
Yeah.
But personally, if I do a deck, I would run at least 2 just for that safety net.
I definitely agree. I'd run multiple because there's also a case of if your opponent plays something that removes cards in your battle area, that is in your battle area, so that would go.
Yeah, if it doesn't specify battle cards, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry. So we got Golden Revenge, 2 cost, counter attack. If your leader card is blue baby card, negate the attack, then choose up to 1 of your mono blue battle cards with counter skill and return them to your owner's hand. So you can bounce your board back to then re-counter with them to replay them.
And then we got Final Shine Attack. So it's 2 cost, counter attack, the leader's mono blue, negate the attack, then you may choose 1 mono blue card in your hand and discard it. If you do, draw 2. See, my biggest nag about the blues, because yeah, we're at the end of this. So my biggest problem with the blues in this set is that the Vegeta leader, I really like him. It's thing, like I like how the Vegeta leader works, but he is pointless because he has 1 card that works for him, whereas Baby can work with everything in this set. So it's like, if you're gonna make blue from the set, just make Baby. There's no point doing Vegeta because you could do everything you want to with Vegeta in Baby and more.
I mean, the Vegeta deck can be very good. Get to the 6 drop quite quickly.
Yeah, well, like those cards are what makes it appealing, but considering most of the stuff is counter attack, and then a good chunk of most of the stuff is counter, and then a good chunk of that is Baby specific. It's like you may as well just go for Baby if you're purely building blue from the set.
Well, I mean, with the ramp, you could just use the counters in Vegeta as well.
Yeah.
So, also the Vegeta's on hit pressure because if it hits, you're going to gain the energy.
Yeah.
So.
But like, I feel like the Vegeta could just work as a ramp deck, whereas like if you're going to be like, oh, I want to play the counter card deck, you just do Baby.
Yeah, because you get Planet Tuffle in play straight away as well.
Yeah, you get Planet Tuffle, you get a bunch of effects that happen once you play your counters. You make use of Overlord and Servant, and yeah, like the SR Baby, and like the 2 Unison cards as well could easily just work in both decks, so
yeah, they can.
You may as well put them in Baby.
I'll let you go, guys. Jonah's opinion on that one. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching. Leave any thoughts in the comments below, and enjoy your full counter deck. Bye guys.
Bye.